Good morning. Welcome to the Working Trader, where we look at the Euro USD, and now we are adding GBPUSD to do our morning analysis. And we look at the charts. Hope you had a wonderful holiday, and now we are on to the new year. Okay, so as always, let's start with the news. So this week we have high impact news on the US, starting on starting today, Monday, which is the ISM manufacturing PMI. That's at 3 p.m. So that will create a bit of some volatility on the markets today. And then Tuesday we don't have anything, and then Wednesday we have ISM services PMI, and we have the JOLTS as well. That's at 3 p.m. And then Thursday unemployment claims, and Friday NFP. So we expect the highest volatility on Friday, and we may have maybe opposing moves starting today. Okay, starting today, and then the main move will probably take place on Friday of where price wants to go. But nonetheless, let's jump into the charts and look at the Euro USD. So the Euro USD, it's looking bearish. Euro USD is looking bearish in the meantime. Okay, it's in a pullback phase. Okay, so overall swing structure is bullish. I think we've been in this range for a while now, and then we're breaking structure to the downside, and then now we've broken structure to the upside, and then we've mitigated the supply and it's holding. And so the expectation is that the price is going to drop down to this demand, and then we start to look for buys. Okay, and we start to look for buys from that supply. So internally, nothing has happened. This is just a change of character, chalk bearish, but this is to facilitate the internal pullback. Okay, so it's highly likely that we're going to mitigate this demand. And then once we mitigate the demand, then price pushes up. So if we look at the 4 hour, this area was likely to go because we had relatively core lows, and price was engineering liquidity down there, and finally it's been taken. Okay, so the expectation is that price will continue to drop to mitigate this daily demand and possibly maybe reach this 4-hour demand before pulling back. Okay, and looking at the 1 hour, we actually have so we had a break of structure bullish right there, and then now we've broken structure bearish. So what that means is we now have 1 hour has shifted bearish. Okay, so obviously the 1 hour is possibly just shifting bearish to facilitate the higher time frame pullback. Okay, to facilitate higher time frame pullback. So this 4 hour is no longer valid. This 1 hour it's no longer valid. Okay, so once we have a break of structure, we expect a pullback. Okay, so that's our strong swing high. And then looking at our current leg of price. Okay, so we had this push down, push up, swept these highs, push down, push up, and then this is where we had that final push. Okay, so we have that, the 1 hour, and we have that fractal as well. And then we have this doji, but I wouldn't trust that. Okay, so we could look for shots from any of these. If we're looking to play the counter trend pullback, if we're hoping for it to continue, so either I could wait for this one, alright, or wait for this one at the extreme. So for now, I wouldn't bother about all of these. So we're swept. Of course, all of these are failure swings. So if price is going to start pushing up, then it's highly likely that it will push up from that and take out all that resting liquidity at the failure swings. So this hourly zone was mitigated on departure, but price could still respect it, so I'll just keep it for now. And then this is the entire zone. So yeah, so what we do is set an alert and we wait. Okay, we wait. So this could be the area where price, once it mitigates, then it gives a reaction and starts going up. Okay, set another alert right there and wait to see how price reacts, and then look for positions from there. So that's on the Euro USD. Then I'm gonna look at the pound. On the pound dollar, since it is a correlated pair, okay, since it is a correlated pair to the US, so pound is actually in a downtrend, right? This is from a swing standpoint, right? And then this was the pullback, so price could now be looking at realigning, okay, to then continue down to take out the weak daily swing low. As it stands, we expect price to continue to drop to at least mitigate this demand, okay, this daily demand. And then looking at the 4 hour internal was bullish, okay, internal was bullish, and internal has switched bullish. So now I need to change those. Let me just do that. So internal, this is a 4-hour break of structure, and then this makes this our swing. For our swing strong, and then price mitigated that. and then this is the lowest low that caused that high. Did we have a breakout structure? Oh, no. Okay, so alright, so this remains where it is. Okay, so that's our week for our high. This is our strong 4-week low. And then in terms of areas to look at, that's already mitigated. What else? Yeah, not break, that's already mitigated. And then this is where we are. Okay, so price could drop and continue, or maybe didn't mitigate that. So okay, so that's on the 4-hour. And then on the 1-hour, let's see if there's anything we can look at. On the 1-hour, so we had a push down, push up, made a low, didn't close, then continued up, then made a low, that's the close. So okay, so this was my last 1-hour boss, and with a shallow pullback, classify this as a boss. We'll call it internal, and then this is where that internal changed to bearish, then we had a push, then pull up, then boom, and then this is the current IBOS internal breaker structure. So internal is bearish, swing is bullish. So if we're looking for boom, then that's what we have. So as it stands, and then so that's the extreme, and then yeah, this could be the decisional, but nah. Alright, so I'll have this, though it's been mitigated, but okay. Okay, so I would rather look at this. Okay. So price gets in there, then I look for reactions, to go to push price lower. Okay. So I think these are the trade ideas for today. So the expectation is, so in this case, for price to mitigate either here and then continue bearish, or if this fails, then price will continue up there, and then expecting to get a reaction. This is on the pound dollar, and then on the US, we're expecting the same price to come up here and then have a reaction. If that fails, come up here, have a reaction, and then yeah, if it keeps on failing until this swing high. Okay, until that swing high. So looking for quick targets, reaction, and in and out. Okay, so those are my trade ideas for today. Okay, trade ideas for today. So thank you for watching. If you're liking this material, please like and subscribe, and share. Other than that, have a good day. The Working Trader out.